Welcome to Cloud Cap Course. This is George. It's been a while since I came over here, but I'm finally here. I took a break from everything, completed college and completed university, got my degree in cloud computing, and I decided to take a break. I have family, so I decided to pay attention or make them because I studies and everything, studies and work took me away from them a little bit. But I'm finally here. Today I'm going to create VPC, and that will be it. I just want to start by creating each and every Amazon, AWS, Amazon Web Services, um, bit by bit. I'm going to create a VPC. Then tomorrow I'll create a EC2 and S3 bucket the following day and all that. That is what I want to do before I tackle like a whole project. Um, like I've been doing. I've been doing projects, but I've not been tackling each and every service like I should. Um, so today I'm starting with VPC. I'm gonna go straight to the point. So VPC right here. For me, I just go straight to the point and then create a setup block, which is the classless into domain router. I'm going to set it to 10.0.0.0/16. Um, here, IVV4 and all the good stuff. So we're going to create a VPC only. I'm not going to give it any name. I'm gonna let me just give it a name, Cloud Cap Host 1, because I already have like a Cloud Cap Host VPC in there. And then the side range, and no IPv6 side block, no, none. So I think everything is good. We just gave it a name, and the name will just come over here. So create a VPC. And there we go. So our VPC is created. Say it gives you a notification. You successfully created VPC, and the ID is right here, VPC ID, and we are here inside our VPC. And what I'm going to do is continue to create the services on the left side, and to say VPC, we're talking about virtual private cloud. It says over here. And for me, before I create a VPC, there are a few things that I think about. Is this going to be a public facing? Is the application that I'm going to host on, is it going to be a public facing, or is it going to have a private backend services to work with? Is it going to have like a room for scalability, or integrate with other networks later? So these are the things that I look forward to when I'm creating a VPC. And like I said, the name is Virtual Private Cloud. It deals with network network for the AWS, so cloud infrastructure. So it deals with the network layer 3 of the OSI model. So all the packets that are coming in and out of the network, VPC, which is Virtual Private Cloud, takes care of that. And we have all these services on the left pane to talk about. We have the subnets, route tables, internet, egress, elastic IP, NAT gateway, NACO, security groups, and all the good stuff. So since we have created the VPC, I am going to go ahead to create an internet gateway for the VPC. So I'll click over here and go create an internet gateway for the VPC. So what is my internet gateway going to be named? I'll say Cloud Cape. That's IGW, which is Cloud Cape Internet Gateway. And this is the name that it has given over here. I'll create it. So Cloud Cape Internet Gateway has been created. And when you look right here, it says it is detached from the VPC that we have created. So I will come over here and you can see that it says attached to VPC. I'll click on it and I'll select the VPC that we just created, which is Cloud Cape Coast -1. Select it and attach to it. So, and then we have the notification and the state is going to be attached. So this is the first thing that we create. This is the first service that we create to attach to the VPC. The second thing that I create, I'm going to create a subnet. When we look at the subnets over here, we have some default subnet and we have some subnet that I have created for other project that I was doing. So I'll go over here and create a subnet. And the first thing that is going to ask us is to select the VPC that we want to create a subnet within. Click over here, and I already have, like I said, I have Cloud Cape Coast over here, but this is the VPC that we created recently for this project or for this demo. I'll select that, and the side of range is within 16, so we should be able to get enough 256 or 253 or something like that. But hey, so Cloud Cape, the name of this, my first subnet is going to be Cloud Cape Public. Cloud Cape Public, spell the public wrong, subnet. Cloud Cape subnet. It's asking us the availability zone. I am at US North Virginia East, so I'm going to say US East 1A for my public subnet. I'm going to keep the CIDR range right at where it is at. And also it has already given us, hey, you can put all these, your public subnet within 20 or 24 or anything like that. I'm just gonna see 10.0.0.1 / sorry about that. Let me see 24. Yes, okay, so I can choose 24, create. So my first public subnet has been created. Public subnet has been created. And before I forget, anytime I create a public subnet, I like to go in there, go to actions, edit subnet settings, and then I'll come over here and enable auto assign public IP address. This one, so whenever I'm creating an EC2, which is Elastic Compute Cloud, I will not forget that, hey, I've already enabled auto assign public IPv4 address. So I'm going to click save. That's just a habit for me. A lot of people do not create that. They just do it when they are in the EC2 environment. And so this one, I'm going to go ahead and create a private subnet so that we can host a database or anything, any application that is not public facing. So when you are creating the website, there is a point where it is public facing. People are going to access the web page or the e-commerce or the application, but there are stages where you want your data to be private from others who are accessing your your website, like your database, your information, other secrets, environments, and all that. So I'm going to choose the VPC that we created. The side of range is going to be within 16, just like I did, and the name is going to be Cloud Cape Private Subnet. And the availability zone, it is because it's private. See, I'll just put it in EC2 1B, and also 10.0.0.2 24. Let's create our, okay, so it says overlaps 24.0. So you see, so whenever you are doing it and you're going to make a mistake, it's going to let you know. 10.0.2 overlaps. All right, so because it's private, I'm not going to set it to any. So this is what we have right here. These two over here, I'm going to sort it out so that it can come to the top. I have my Cloud Cape private subnet, and I also have my Cloud Cape private subnet. All right, so I'm going to take a look at how to connect these to the route tables, the subnet to the route tables, and assign them to the IP addresses. So I'm going to go over here and name Cloud Cape LT public up, or say LT public for the public. And I'm going to select this one. There we go. I'm going to select it and then create it right here. So I have it over here. Go to edit. The routes. So if traffic is coming from everywhere because it's the public, it has to come from the internet gateway, and we have already created an internet gateway, which is Cloud Cape LGW. And I'll click over here, and then I'll click save over here. That is it. So we have the CIDR range, and then we have, which is for the local, and then we have traffic coming from everywhere because this public RT Cloud Cape route table, which is the public one, I'm going to associate a subnet association. So subnet association right here, I'll click on the subnet association and edit subnet association. So I'm going to select the public one, which is over here, and then click on save. So the traffic that is coming to the application, which is coming from everywhere, which is 0.0.0/0, it's going to come through the internet gateway using the public route table over here. And I am also going to create the private one. Okay, yes, so it's right here. Yes. cape RT private, and then I'm going to select the Cloud Cape Hosts VPC that we created, this one. But because this one is private, I'm not going to go to the route table to edit the routes because it's private. Nobody is going to come there right away. It's just going to have the local, which is not known by anybody, just the 10.0.0.0/16. But what I'm going to do is assign the subnet association to the private subnet, which is right here. And I am going to click save. All right. So, but before we go on, let me go to security groups. Let me see what security groups we have over here. So security groups is like the firewall for the network. We have two different ones over here. We have the NACO, which is the network access control list, and we have the security group. One is stateless and the other one is stateful. So NACO is stateless and security group SG is stateful. The reason is that with security group, it has a default that you only have to come through it from the front door. Let's say you only have to come through it because it's public. You don't have to configure any other subnet or anything like that. But with stateless, which is NACO, you have to configure both the public subnet and then the private subnet, so that will be secured. So this is the security group and the NACO. Let me see if I choose this one over here, or I can create a new security group for this over here. So let me say Cloud Cape SG. And I'm going to select the VPC that we created over here. And the first rule is that traffic is coming from everywhere. I can select and I will say, okay, I would want traffic to come from everywhere. Yes, that's fine. I want to add another rule. TCP SSH, so traffic is going to come from I'm going to access it through within the ports 22, and I'm still going to say from anywhere, and also HTTP, which is 80 ports 80. Yeah, from anywhere, and I will also add HTTPS 443 and also from anywhere. So I can also say that, hey, TCP range, I can also say, hey, I want ports from 1000, because I'm going to work with ports from 1000, between 1000 to 9000. Custom, and then I'll say from anywhere. Yes. So that's it. Let me create a VPC security group. It says allow SSH developers. Right. Just a description for devs. That's fine. It's just one of the description, so we'll just put it in there. All right, so a security group has been created and it has been assigned to the VPC that we created. It has been assigned to the VPC that we created. So we did not have any issues, giving us green, which is successful. So there we have it. We have a VPC. We just created a new VPC over here, which is Cloud Kipcos -1. We created its own subnets, public subnet and private subnet, route tables, public route table, private route table in the console, and an internet gateway, Cloud Cape internet gateway. So this is the little that I can create. Now in the future, we're going to go deeper and deeper to create a NAT gateway, which is like, it's going to give the private subnet the way to access internet publicly. So private subnets cannot, because we created a private subnet, it does not have the 0.0.0/0. But when you are able to create a NAT gateway, network attached translator gateway, it is going to be able to access internet so that you can do any updates or you can get any documents that you want from the private subnet or to the private subnet. And we have the NACO. We're going to tackle some NACOs and some endpoints. Private link is very important. Endpoints and all of that. Resource group, target groups are also important. So this is some good stuff. This is specifically for DNS rules and all that. When you go down, you have network firewall, network policies, network firewall rules, TLS, and all the good stuff. Network fire, VPC endpoint association, virtual private network, VPN. Okay, so site to site VPN, customer gateway, direct connect, customer gateway, virtual private gateway, site to site VPNs, site to site connections, VPN endpoints. These are all some good stuff over here. We have the direct connect too. So that's about it. That is about it. We are only creating a VPC to work with. And the next one that I'm going to create is an EC2. So catch you. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video and share with your friends and family and every developer and every cloud, AWS, Azure, whatever. Peace out.